Boom. Hang on. All right. All right. How we doing? How we doing? Let's see here. What is that card on the bottom left picture of gold? This one? This one here? Hang on. Hang on here. Whoa. Whoa. All right. There we go. All right, guys. We have a big lineup going on here. And we're going to do, I'm going to do an introduction. Let's show a few cards here first. We're going to show a few cards, and then we're going to do a sample pack opening. We got a few laying around here. We're going to look at some curio cards, maybe some artist proofs. And let's see, we're going to give away 2 alpha boxes, and we're going to open a beta box. So this is the Brom Curio. This was sold at auction at the community group on Facebook and Collector Arthouse Discord. This is it's between this and this, right? The 2 Grail of Grails, the Brom or the Frank Frazetta alternate art curio card from Alpha. These are the top 2 dogs. Brom, Death Speaker, and Avatar. You can play if you want to smash your other regularly sleeved cards. Pile them on top, and then you have the Death Dealer, which is just epic, and the GOAT Rosetta. All right. Now, when we get into sample cards, here's a hot one, right? Well, let's zoom in here. So I don't know if you guys remember this one from last year. I kind of showcased and featured this. This is from Jesse. And it is a card that was initially designed in the early days and made for play, but it was not included in alpha, obviously. So this is one of the things that we could potentially pull. You notice it's a quick unique, right? So it's a unique rarity, very difficult to pull. To my knowledge, this is the only one that has been discovered to date. So it would be pretty epic if we landed that one, but the odds are probably impossibly low. And it's just an amazing artwork. So maybe we'll see this in Arthurian Legends or a future set. All of the quick mechanic cards were removed. There was, at least 3 counter spells. There was one from Margaret Organ Keen, This one from Jesse, and then I believe there was the Ordinary Counterspell from Francesca Burrell. So at least those three counterspell mechanics with the quick mechanic you play on your opponent's turn. Those were not used in alpha. So that is a pretty amazing and special sample card. We have some sample packs here. These sample packs, I'm going to get into the history a little bit, were included in the Kickstarter campaign, right? And we got a few others. The one we're going to open today is this one. All right, and I'll explain why in a moment. Let's clean up this mess here a little bit, and we can take a look at the curios later and whatever else you guys would like. But I want to get the area cleaned up, and then we'll talk a little bit about the history of sample cards to kind of preface what those are and why they are a special, unique collectible. So we're going to do a pack break. I advertised that in the Collector Arthouse Discord. It was all pre-sold, so you can't jump into this break. However, after this one, I will open up the next pack. As you can see, we have several packs here, so we'll be doing a lot of breaks, and I keep buying more. So it's a lot of fun. It's cool to uncover this history. So what are sample packs? These were included in the Kickstarter campaign. I'll go to my website in a minute, collectorarthouse.com, and show some of the articles and history of the coverage I've done here, and also on this YouTube channel. Some of you guys might be following on Facebook. Others might be at the Collector Arthouse YouTube. So just go through the library of live content and the regular videos, and you'll find a lot of information about sample cards, including a complete guide to sample cards type video that explains what those are all about. So they were included in the Kickstarter campaign, and the top pledge, Avatar of the Realm pledge tier, received 12 of those sample packs. The collector tier, there's 24 people. There's 4 people that pledged Avatar of the Realm, myself and 3 other maniacs. And then there were 24 of the collector tier. They received 4 of these packs. And then there was, 100 of the early bird. They called it like an early bird or something like that. You get 1 case. No. Yeah, 1 case. So 6 boxes and 1 sample pack. All right. So all in all, it was 244 packs. And then in the early days, there were, some of the already established mainstream content creators. The company sent them a pack, or in some cases, several packs to kind of showcase on their channel and show off the cards and the artwork and those types of things. So there was a handful, roughly, content creators that received pre-constructed decks. So it's kind of like the pre-con kits that you get from Kickstarter and now you can get from beta. And then there's also some packs given out. There was also, if you go to the official Sorcery website, there was a giveaway event where they gave away some of these sample cards. So they're extremely rare. And let me go to the desktop. Share my screen. Always dangerous. Never know what kind of weird shit I've been looking at. All right. So here we go. CollectorArthouse.com. And we grab the keyboard. Is that big enough? Is that even legible? All right. So if you go to, let me show you here. If you go to source interviews and articles, right? And I should probably clean this up a little bit like I did with the curio cards. We have a nice reference page and archive of curio cards. But if you go in the library here, you'll see a ton of interviews with a lot of artists. Probably did, 12 to 14-ish. You see all the different artists from Sorcery that I did reading Q&A interviews with. But then if you keep going, there's an article about curios. We speculated on what they could be. And here you go. Here's an article about sample cards. CollectorArthouse.com, interviews and articles. All right. And there's the promo card, Relentless Crowd. There's Eric with Nick Reynolds when they first tested and played this game. There's all this information about rarity levels, financial value. This was like, when did I write this thing? June 29, 2022. So it's been a year and a half since I wrote this. I did a real big deep dive research on who received these sample packs and the sample cards and how many were distributed, and speculated as to rarity levels and pop numbers for these things, right? So here's your 244 sample packs from the Kickstarter campaign. Estimated about 48 additional sample packs were given out through social media and YouTubers. You had some pre-constructed decks given to a handful of people listed here, and then some estimates on numbers and pop. So lo and behold, look, conclusions, right? Unique single-digit pop of these uniques is what we think. So whenever you see a unique sample card, there's probably less than 10 in my estimation, based on those packs, based on what was given to the content creators. And we don't know, Eric could have a closet full of them. Who the hell knows, right? But I'm talking about packs that we know were given out in public to different folks via different mechanisms, content creators, influencers, and then people that pledge the Kickstarter. So they're very, very rare. The unique on the order of single digits. I also think elites are likely on the order of single digits. And again, strong caveat: there's a lot of unknowns here. We don't know with certainty that these pops are accurate, but based on all the evidence that's publicly out there, company statements from the company, Discord, and other means, this is what we've derived, right? So exceptionals could be around 15 to 20-ish. This was the conservative numbers. They could actually be more rare than this, or I could have some bullshit assumptions, and they could be way off. Who knows? Ordinaries, 50-ish, so less than 100, most likely, because there's so many cards, right? So here are the pre-con decks. So these were all the 4 elemental decks had a preset list, right? Just like the precons, but they also existed in sample card form. And I listed out the quantities and the different variants that were in those packs. All right, so that's a good resource. Go check it out at collectorarthouse.com. Let's see, we're getting some questions here. How to purchase. So this particular break is sold out. We're going to open up one sample pack. You got to join the Collector Arthouse Discord. I don't like to spam like the Facebook groups with breaks and stuff. So I usually advertise that in the Collector Arthouse Discord and my Patreon. And I usually offer special discounted rates through my Patreon as well. So this is our, fifth, guys? Fifth sample pack break we've done on the channel. When you go to the live archive, you'll see I had to take some of those down because I like to. I opened with some royalty-free music today, but in the past I like to play some funny hype rap music and other stuff like that. And I was worried about copyright warnings and copyright infringement, so I didn't want to mess around with that. So I took those down. I made those videos private. But yeah, join the Collector Arthouse Discord or the Patreon if you're so inclined, and you'll have the opportunities to buy into these pack breaks. And I'm going to open up sample pack break number 6 right after or sometime later today or something. I'll post a new channel and you guys can buy into that if you choose to. All right. So, all right, you guys, maybe you can answer each other's questions here. All right, because I want to pop in here. Let's see, should I be on the left or the right? I'll be on the left. And no, you know what? Let's go. Yeah, not like that. What is this purple background? I thought it was supposed to be blue. All right, guys. So here are the packs. And let me now explain what these packs are. We have a bunch of packs here, right? And let me show you. So as I mentioned, I pledged the Avatar of the Realm tier. I was fortunate enough to do that early on. I had a strong conviction in the game, and I just loved the project on an art level, and thought it was an interesting concept, a grid-based gameplay design and everything. And I wanted to just go big on it. I was kind of you're pretty young, like in early '90s when that came out, when Magic came out, and I had a friend with an older brother that was in on Magic big time, had pages and pages of Power Nines, and so at middle age here, I was like, Sorcery looks freaking epic. I'm going to go hard on this one, and yeah, here we are. So I pledged the Avatar of the Realm, and then with those packs that came to the U.S., I'm in the U.S. I'm U.S. based. They had this sticker on the back, right? So there's a barcode. There is Sorcery Contested Realms sample booster pack new. All right. So originally, when they showed these in the Kickstarter, there was no sticker on the front, no sticker on the back. So by the time they got to the Kickstarter campaign and fulfillment, they decided to add that for a bit of provenance integrity. And the sticker that you also see on the booster boxes. So that's where this set of packs come from. Those are my packs, right? And as I mentioned, I bought additional packs just for breaks and things. They have good content and fun on the channel. And then this is one of the ones that I acquired. And notice here, no sticker on the back, but we have a sticker on the front, the security void sticker, and then also this sticker. And it says GQ SCR04 and a little barcode. Now, I don't know if the G means Germany, but I bought this from a person in Germany that pledged the early bird tier. So as I mentioned before, you get a case and one sample pack with that Kickstarter pledge. And this is the provenance of this one. So my 4 other sample pack breaks, those, I believe were all 4 of those? I think all 4 of those were from my Avatar pledge. So US based. So we're gonna test random theory. It is like a funny thing that's been going around in Discords and Facebook where people say like, "Oh, if you buy from different sources, you know, you get better pull rates, better hits. There's clumping." That's as it pertains to beta, that's speculation. So we're gonna put that to the test here with a sample pack from Germany, the first we've seen out of Germany today. Let's see if we get any different results than the prior breaks I did. In those prior breaks, all right, so we've seen like a few instances where there was only one or two instances, to my knowledge, where there are 14 cards in the pack and not 15. So that's the absolute nightmare scenario. And then in one of my breaks, unfortunately, there was no elite or unique. There were 15 cards, but there was like an extra either ordinary or exceptional or something like that. But the cool thing is there's really awesome potential at all rarity levels, which reminds me, I want to show you guys one more thing on the website here. So let me add this to the stage here. All right, we're going to go back to the website because I want to show you the potential hits that we could get. Let me see. How do I do this? All right. Let me just let's remove the overhead cam for a moment, and then all right, add this guy to the stage. Boom. All right, so we're gonna go to Collector's Corner, right? Back at collectorarthouse.com, you go to Collector's Corner, and then you go to Sample Card Gallery. So last year, in the early days when I started setting up my auction and consignment system, I auctioned a ton of sample cards. So a lot of people that received early influencers, they showcased the cards, this and that, or some giveaways and things like that distributed to different people. And then via consignment auction service, I sold those on my platforms. And this is an archive of all of those sample cards that I sold. And it's largely complete. There's probably others, but this gives you an idea of some of the sample card potential that we could get. And there's a lot of interesting, unique things here. And again, like in the video archives at Collector Arthouse, you can go and you can see these showcased. I had like stacks of these sample cards, and it was really epic to kind of showcase them on the channel. They're the first sorcery cards we had ever seen. By the way, Grapple Shot original painting is live for auction right now in the Sorcery Contest Realm community group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. Incredible, highly meta relevant card that the players are all using and raving about. Very powerful. The mechanic changed. You see, that's one of the things that can change on these sample cards. But other things like rarity also changed, right? So in large, it was an exceptional. So it's a higher probability of pulling this card. It's now unique in the alpha debut and in beta, of course. There's these mini foot soldiers as sample cards. I sold that one. That was pretty hilarious. Let's see what other bangers there were. Spear of Destiny, a unique. Those, only a couple of these discovered. That was a record sale at the time. I think it sold for around $2,000 or so at auction. And then let's see what other epic cards. I remember Nimbus Jin did very well. It's a super cool card. Nightmare was a big hit. Elites and uniques are insanely rare, so that was a big deal. The beautiful Elvira cards. You had a mixed era, so the mixes are a big deal in the game. Part of the Alchemy 9. You had the Doomsday Device, so an iconic, unique. Immortal Throne is a potential hit. Alchemical Hack. Now, I did a special feature video on this card specifically, but this is an elite and is a card that was not used in alpha. An absolutely stunning, amazing artwork by Francesca Berald here. A lot of detail, a lot of things going on in here. We have not seen that card, so we expect that potentially that artwork and illustration to be used in a future release. You had the Aqueduct, the duel, Jeff Menges. Let's see. Are we almost there? There was a Philosopher's Stone, and I think the file here it is. Unfortunately, it's a little blurred out. I don't know if the file got corrupted. I got to try to reload this one. But this is the biggest sale ever in Sorcery. Sold through my auctions, and it sold for $16,500. It's the only Philosopher's Stone sample card to ever be discovered to our knowledge. So unless someone's like opening some of these 244 packs at home from the Kickstarter and it's not disclosed that they hit that, it's the only one we know to exist. Predestination, 2 copies of these I sold. The first one was $10,100, so that was the second highest sample card sale. And then I sold a second copy for $3,000 after the market kind of cooled again. That's where that landed at auction at the time. We were kind of at a lull in the market, and people were getting fixated on alpha, so sample cards cooled a bit. All right, so there's some bit of potential you could see when we do the pack opening. I'm going to go back to the overhead cam, do a little switcheroo here. Boom. I'm getting hungry already. We're just getting started. 20 minutes in. Haven't even done a single thing. All right, so let's see. I don't guys, I'm not gonna be able to keep up with the chat until after we do the break, and I don't want this to be like a 3+ hour stream. So what we need to do here is let me explain how this is gonna work. I need sleeves. I got the sleeves, and I have a stack of the people that bought into the pack break. So they're all my label breaker ran out of labels, right? So I had to switch to post-it notes. So we got all the breakers by name here. What I do is I randomize, I spin the wheel, and then I sleeve them up, and then I pop them into the top loader, and then I'll get those shipped out this week. All right, so what we need to do is, of course, launch this bad boy again, go to the wheel of names, and here we have it. We got Bitter Cardboard, Swizz, Pacatus, User 17, Sale, 1, 2, 3, 4, or SAL, I don't know. TCG Living, Shadow Cloud, Joseph, Kevmo, and Griffin Orr. Those are all Discord names, right? So it's what the hell's with these names? People always say. That's what I always say. And then some of these guys are on Facebook, and we know the real names. Other people are just our internet friends on the Discord. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is shuffle this bad boy up. And then see how the names are switching around? Just shuffling it, shuffling it, shuffling it. Then we spin. I got to get into the pack, okay? So let me pop the pack. This is always a pain in the ass to pop the pack and then go back and spin the wheel, take it down. And now these packs, the glue on these packs are notoriously, insanely strong. So it's always a pain to open. All right, I can use the tear strip. I'm just going to do the tear strip, guys, because, all right, let me make sure I have the back side so we don't see what the cards are. Yeah, I'm going to start with the tear strip. All right, at least to break the seal, and then let me see if I can shimmy it across the top. All right. The glue on this is insane because I want to like roughly preserve it. Kind of cool to keep these. They're so rare. So I want to keep the pack in good condition too. Ideally, it would be fun. All right, so we're into the pack, and then I can more cleanly get it out. Now these are not like PSA 10, BGS 12, PCG 6 caliber cards, you know, because they're early print. It was a little rough. There's our stack of cards. What I'll do is sleeve up every one of those, and then what I do is shuffle the order, and then we go to the wheel, right? So a little bit of logistics. I'll try to read the comments a bit while I'm doing that. The only thing we're going to give away here as we're doing this is, hey, look at that. I got the pack upside down. Is how many Atlas cards we have. The pack order is similar, where you have typically, you know, if everything goes to plan as it should, you end up with 3 exceptionals, 1 unique or elite, and 11 ordinaries. All right, unless it's an anomalous pack, and that ordinary or that elite unique has sometimes been missing, but otherwise similar. One thing I did not mention earlier is that the full set at the time of the printing of these sample packs, which we believe was it was before the Kickstarter, right? Which was earlier this year. It was last year sometime in the fall, we believe, perhaps, these sample packs, these sample cards were printed, and the development of the game was not complete. So the full set of 403 was not yet done, and therefore not every card in the alpha set exists in sample card form, and the rarities are different. The game mechanics are very different oftentimes. Even the names of the cards are different. There's a lot of change. If you go and read that article that I showed you guys earlier, and check out some of the views on the videos on my channel, you'll get a ton of history on how these cards evolve through the development stage. All right, how do we sign up? This pack is sold out. You need to join the Collector Arthouse Discord. Look in the comments of this channel, and you'll find a link tree link. On that link tree link, you'll find all of the different social media platforms that I've created, probably about 10 of them in total, between Facebook groups, Discord, Collector Arthouse website, YouTube, Instagram. Just go there, join the Discord. If you're not on Discord, just send me a message, Mike Servati, on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you could just DM me, right? And if I'm gonna open up another pack break opportunity after we do this one. I like to do it one at a time. I don't want to pre-order like tons of breaks because I need to schedule those. I can fit them into the schedule. We got a lot going on across all those sites. All right, so here we go, guys. We got the stack. We're gonna get the unique counterspell out of the way, and then sorry to screen small. After I spin the wheel, I'm gonna randomly reshuffle. The thing is, like, I wanted to break up where the uniques and elites are. So I'm trying to do some random shuffling so I could have a twofold randomization. One, I'm going to spin the wheel, and then the cards are already pre-shuffled. So it'll be completely random. People just pay the same price for each pack slot, and then we spin the wheel. So you could, anyone, at the same price could get lucky and hit a unique, elite, or exceptional. But even the ordinaries, like I say, the rarities changed. Some of the ordinaries obviously are very highly meta relevant because you're allowed to have 4 of those in your deck. So they see the most gameplay and they tend to be some of the most iconic cards just from a usage standpoint, utility, power level of the game, that type of thing. What's there, 3 sites or 2? Yeah, good question. The sites are like particularly rare in my experience. Like I said, I've auctioned and sold tons of sample packs, hundreds of them. And there's far fewer Atlas cards than there are small cards, just because of, that's how it is in the alpha set as well. All right, 1, 2, 3, 3 sites we have in the pack. That's pretty solid. That sometimes you find none, sometimes you find like an uneven distribution, and sometimes just 1 or 2. So you never know. It's always different. All right, guys. Are we satisfied with the shuffling? All right. So I'm going to put those down. Let's spin the wheel. Let me get some water here. 26 minutes in. We're going to spin the wheel. Eric actually bit these in his basement to cut them apart. What are you talking about? Bit what? Max? He bites the tear strip? Spittler, man. Always talking mad game. Hilarious guy. Polarizing, though. Anger. He triggers you guys in the Discord. All right. So let's spin the wheel. And then I'm going to take them right off the top, one at a time. Here we go. Little spinneroo. So some people, Shadow Cloud, he had three spots in the pack, right? So Shadow Cloud is the first card. I guess I didn't explain this, right? So I got these pre-labeled. I need to make sure I stay organized. So I got my Shadow Cloud, and I'm going to sleeve you up after we see what you got. Put that aside. I'll remove one of your name entries from the wheel. Drop the wheel. Go back to, is that good enough? All right. We're going to zoom for Shadow Cloud. At the end, I'll review the hits. So the first one, I could do this flip, but it's going to be a pain in the ass. All right, let's just do this. All right, first card. Oh, the vampire. So that's an exceptional rarity. I know the resolution's not great. All right, let me switch it. Hang on. There we go. All right, the Dapperel Vampire. This is an amazing foil. I've not seen it yet in. Is this screen dusty? It's probably just my monitor, but I have not seen this yet in beta. But in the alpha foiling, this is an amazing foil. The eyes kind of light up, and it's like red in a certain lighting. But it's amazing. Melissa Benson hit, so it's a big time artist and a exceptional rarity sample card. So that is very cool. Congratulations, Shadow Cloud. That's our first. And then I'm going to do it like this and be smart about it. So when we look back, we can go and see, we can review the hits we got. So hitting like I say, the exceptionals are incredibly rare. I'll make a pile right here if we can still see it. All right, guys, we're going back to the wheel. Oh, that worked out nice. A little spin of the wheel. By the way, if you're on Facebook, I can't see what your name is. So if I try to address Shadow again, if I try to address you, I can't call you out by name because it doesn't show when I multicast. You got to join through. You got to dial in through Collector Arthouse YouTube, and the link is there on Facebook. So just find it. It's in the comments. And just jump in. All right, Shadow Cloud again. So remove him from the list. Go back to big screen. All right, guys. So actually, I don't have to pick up the whole pile. Right off the top, here we go. Another spell card. Tony Sudlow, Outback Strider. Amazing artwork by Tony. If you go through the archives of the Sorcery Contest Realm Community Facebook group, you're going to find the sketch of this. Tony does amazing, very detailed sketches, and that's a really incredible artwork, incredible sketch he did of this. He's known from his for his horses, from his birthright work in the early days. He was a TSR artist. He's done stuff for Magic, and now here he is in the Alpha debut. All right, so let's go back to the wheel. I'll try to pick up the pace here. I don't want to bore people. The wheel is we got to get through a whole box of beta. I'm always on borrowed time with the family too. Sal, SAL 1 2 3 4. All right, let's find them here. SAL 1 2 3 4. So you just had the one slot, right? Yep. All right, here's your one card. Looks like you're gonna have a spell card. So let me remove you from the list. Pull it down. Switcheroo. I'm like a YouTube professional. All right, guys. Spellbook. Another spellbook card. Cerberus and Chains. This is what I was talking about, right? That's an exceptional rarity card. So congrats. Another high-end hit. Any exceptional sample card is great. And this became a unique in the final alpha set. So you have a unique rarity card in exceptional form. That is, I would say, a very, very strong hit. It's a beautiful illustration. One of the Avatar pledge backers bought this original painting. You can go find Koyubi is his name. I think that's his Instagram. That's his Discord name. I think that's what it is on Instagram as well. So go on his Instagram. You can find the original painting for that artwork. And I think I put it in the Facebook community group too. But, throw the guy a bone, go check him out on Instagram and look at the Alan Pollock original. Speaking of which, this is an Alan Pollock original, correct? Hang on a second, guys. Do we have an error on this card? This was another problem in the early days. This is an Alan Pollock artwork, but it says Tony Sudlow at the bottom. So here we go, man. Alan Pollock getting jerked around a little bit. That's unfortunate because he was also the one artist name attribution mistake in Alpha was the foil version of the werewolf, which was credited to Santiago Caruso, but it's an Alan Pollock painting. So we got some issues here with the Alan Pollock. Man, it's just a sample card. It barely exists, Alan. Don't be upset. All right, guys. Interesting. You never know what you're going to find. All right. So there it was. If you go to the sorcery cards and then go to Alan Pollock page, there it is. This is an Alan Pollock illustration painting. All right, whatever. Let's spin the wheel. They're just collector's items. That's Gryffindor. No big deal. And maybe it's a curio. That could be a curio. I think in Alpha it's a curio because they fixed the name, right? It's like a homage to history. The mistake. Whoa. Hang on a second, guys. I spun the wrong wheel. I got multiple wheels here. Maybe I should explain that. So we got a wheel for the Alpha giveaways, and his name stayed in there, so don't worry about it. All right, so we're going to do a spin of the sample wheel. Wrong wheel. We got our first wrong wheel incident. We're going to do the Alpha booster box giveaway after. Gryffindor. All right. Griff. How many did we just have one for Griff? I think so, right? All right. So the last one was Sal. SAL. His name's not Sal, but he got we got a Gryffindor, okay? So we're going to move him from the wheel. Sal, who's not really Sal, got the error card, as it turns out. All right. Off the top of the pile, the spell book. Here we go, Griff. Kite Archer. So another exceptional. Great hit. Kite Archer, a favorite artwork from Vincent Pompetti. I think a lot of people really love this. Several guys in Discord use this as their avatar. And it's it's just an amazing watercolor artwork. Vincent does the watercolors. Kind of cool, if you think about roots. I think there's kind of like a correlation here with the illustration at the bottom. Those two kind of work together. And then in that card, roots shows like these foot soldier type guys, like very subtly, very small on the roots card by Vincent. But that is a very nice hit for Griff. because it's exceptional, it's very rare, it's beautiful artwork, it's Vincent Pompetti, and it's correctly attributed to him, which is always nice. Congrats, Griff. All right, yeah. So as I was saying, in the early days, the print files had several errors with the artist name. I submitted some corrections as I was seeing those in the Discord. I know some of the other guys on Discord in the early days did as well, but sometimes things slip through the cracks and the wrong file gets sent to the printer. And it's just to test the quality of the card. These sample cards aren't the final thing, so it's not necessarily the end of the world. And it's kind of interesting now historically. All right, next spin of the wheel. Nerd and proud of it. What's up, Jurgen? Good to see you here. All right, Swizz, Joseph. All right, Joseph. I think you had just one. Let's find your top loader. I got to do a count here. You know what? I should have counted already. Actually, let me count. I get paranoid that not all the cards are in the pack. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've done 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards. Thank God. All right, guys. And we hit 3 exceptionals already. 1, 2, 3 exceptionals and an ordinary. So I wonder if that elite or unique is lurking. All right, let's remove Joseph from the wheel. Remove that. Drop this bad boy. Switcheroo. Right off the top, the first Atlas card for Joseph. All Atlas cards are a big deal. What's up, Too Fluent? Oh, Great Wall. All right, guys. So that is the elite. And of course, in an alpha, that is a unique rarity card. So very cool. The rarity changed. Great Wall is Simon's nickname from the company because he has a gag order on Eric. In the early days, we would get amazing information from Eric, and then Simon strolls into town, enforces the gag order, and then we never hear from Eric again. Or in a very controlled corporate demeanor. When he does his YouTubes, we get, we get the allowable filtered PC information and not the juicy details. The Great Wall, beautiful artwork. You know what? If we have time at the end, I'm going to show some Alvera Polakowska artist proofs and Vincent Pompetti artist proofs. If you guys are interested in that, just let me know at the end if this doesn't take too long. I'd love to show you that. So that's a monster hit from Joseph. Great guy, active in the Discords, and the Facebook community group. So thank you, man, for participating. Congratulations on a huge hit. All right, give it a spin. All right, guys. We got several more to hit. So I should probably pick up the pace, huh? Swizz. Swizz has what? 1, 2. You're probably saying I'm mispronouncing it. I don't know with these Discord names. So Swizz, remove you 1 time from the wheel. Drop it. Flip it. Spellbook. Here we go. Boom. Swan Maidens. Asi Haikala. Really cool, different kind of artwork, right? This is really interesting. Very creative. I love like the wing arm on the maiden. And then you have this awesome swan. This looks really nice in sample card form too. Another thing, you're going to notice some color differentiation. And that's something we notice both in alpha, between sample cards to alpha and in alpha to beta. There's differences in the color hues of these cards for various reasons, which I'm not going to get into because I want to get into the box break. So, yo, what's up, Kenny Force? What's up, man? Bitter Cardboard? Bitter Cardboard had 1, and he's right here on the top. All right, so we got your sleeve ready. Take you off the wheel, drop it, flip it, and flip it. Spell card coming on up. We have 2 more Atlas cards to come. But first, a spell card, Whirling Blades. Man, that is a hot card. I think this landed, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is an exceptional in the alpha debut now, right? So this is an ordinary and sample card form. It's amazing artwork by the super popular Brian Smith. And it's a very powerful card and useful card in the game, right? Players can let me know. I really like the camera setup. Need to upgrade my StreamYard. Thanks, man. I'm actually a very Bush League YouTuber. Very low quality, bare minimum quality. So, sometimes I get lucky. I do no video editing, and I don't know. My equipment's all right, I guess. All right, TCG Living. All right, man. TCG Living was amped up all week for this break. So here's his time to shine. Hopefully he's going to get a spellbook card. Going to drop him off the wheel. The wheel. Did I say wheel? All right. Flip it. Top card from the spellbook. Ha! The Royal Dromedary. So you would be surprised at the price that the Dromedary is sold for. It's an ordinary, but it's a hilariously iconic card. It was, a favorite from Eric early on. He would tell stories about the Dromedary, how you called him like a very ordinary or simple creature or something like that. The way Eric talks is pretty unique sometimes, and the way he articulated the story of the Dromedary was hilarious. I did a crossover concept with Kyle Calazans with Alvera Palakowska's blessing, and he painted the Doomsday device on the back of the Dromedary, and we did a series of 3 where it shows one with the Doomsday device on his hump, and then like a couple others that shows like post detonation where it explodes. You got shards of the device all over the canvas there. It's pretty hilarious. And I'll be working with Kaio on artist proofs. So I cannot wait to see the Dromedary. I've only done one auction of a Kaio artist proof, and that's just because he's been very busy painting for future sets. So that'll be exciting once he gets around to being able to do that. Can't wait. All right, Packatus. I think he had just one as well. So let's see. Oh, Packatus. You got the label treatment, my friend. Yeah, it was pretty crushing when I ran out of labels from my label maker. All right, so remove you from the wheel. Drop this off. All right, guys. So top of pack. Here we go. It's very rare to see a sample pack opening. Thank you all for. Oh, wow. See, an ordinary rarity, but a massive sample card. Huge. Because this is not an alpha. So there will not be more sample cards. When you hit a card in an illustration that is not an alpha, that is a monster card. This is huge. I'm actually, maybe I shouldn't say, but I know the owner of this painting, and he bought this from Francesca. He doesn't want to let it go. I have sold other paintings for him, so I will try to twist his arm and see if he ever wants to let this one go. But this is an awesome painting. It's Francesca Berald, who's an enormous artist, and it's a card that did not make alpha, but is highly probable to be in a future set because I know they want to reintroduce this quick mechanic. But this is a enormous pack, and I'm glad this is the German pack and not my pack because it would be bittersweet, and I would have wished I would have had some of these cards. But that is a great hit. We're hitting big from Germany. The random theory prevails, guys. Buy from random sources, and good fortune will shine on you. You saw my meme in the community group where I confirmed the God packs exist everywhere outside of the United States. There are no God packs or God boxes in the United States. They're only in Europe, in Canada, and South America. Confirmed on Facebook. All right, guys, back to the wheel. Enough BS and lies for one day. We're going to spin the wheel. That is a massive hit. I can't believe it. All right, user 17. I'm glad people are hitting some good luck here. User 17. So he had 3, and we have not even hit him yet. So I hope he has some good luck here down the stretch. We're going to see a few cards from him. Here's his first. Here we go. People flipping out on that last one. The Perosian Cavalry. So the first artist ever commissioned for Sorcery Contested Realm was Andrea Modesti. So this was likely one of the first paintings ever to be done for Sorcery. He does a beautiful job. I don't even know, like 4 or 5 Modesti paintings. I'd have to think about it. But I love Modesti. I just buying up all his stuff because he's an amazing artist and I love his style and it's a beautiful card. So it's a very nice sample. Congratulations, user 17. Even the ordinaries are rare. The flavor text tab changes, the names sometimes, the rarity levels, all types of things. And we're back to the wheel. All right. Give it a little spin. We found the error in this attribution sample card. Very interesting. User 17. What do you know? All right. User 17 from the pile. Remove that. And you're going to have one more. And I think we still have some Atlas sites to come, right? So that'll be pretty fun and exciting to see. All right. Right off the top. Here we go. Hurricane, right? It's Stormy Seas now. Vincent Pompetti. Vincent is the most commissioned artist from Alpha and in Sorcery to date. He has about 25 cards in the Alpha debut, and this is a really beautiful illustration. I actually sold this painting. So Vincent sold it to somebody, then it was resold through my consignment services. And I don't know if he wants me to stay or not, but a lucky guy that's been a great supporter of my Patreon for a long time and is trying to bend my arm to sell him the Ethereum Mechanism sketch, which may or may not ever happen in my lifetime. The painting never. I'm taking that to the grave. The sketch, maybe we can talk about someday. But he owns this painting, and it's really cool because it had a significant name change. It's Stormy Seas now, but it was Hurricane, and I'm sure the casting cost changed too, right? Here it's 5 and the threshold, a threshold of 5. No, 5 and the threshold. So I don't know. Some of you players in the chat would know better than me. I'm just a filthy collector, and I have played, but I don't have a lot of time to play, unfortunately. But I was very impressed when I did play. It was a very nice game. Amazing collectible too. Kevmo. All right, man. All Things Contested Realm podcast. Check him out. He's on multiple platforms. I know. I only do Apple podcasts, I think. I don't know all these that's most suitable for boomers. I don't know about these other hipster podcast platforms, but you can find them everywhere out there. Here we go. Spellbook. Spin Attack. Is 2 Fluent still around? This is his favorite card in the entire set. He'll probably liquidate his entire 401k for this card. So 2 Fluent, go find him on Discord. Ask him what his social security number is or any one of his credit cards, and he'll just give it to you. And you can probably trade this, use that cash for anything you like, anything in this world that you like. Because he's going to give you his entire 401k. He's probably like in his what is he? He's got to be in his 30s maybe? Or is he only, I don't know. Maybe he's got a baby face, or maybe not. But he's a pretty successful professional gentleman, and he'll give you anything for this. Maybe he already owns it. I don't know. There's not a lot of copies out there. Spin Attack is an awesome card. Radial Violence. And Drew was on my channel. We did an interview, and awesome guy. He's been on my channel several times actually, but we did like an interview segment, and he told us about his design concept for every single card in his Alpha set. So you guys can go find that under the live tab on the channel. And it was really interesting and fun. So let me see. I have 3 left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 cards, right? And we have 2 Atlas cards left to go. So let's give it a spin. Is this simple sample card pack? Yes, it is. Thanks for joining, Jeff. Yeah, it is the sample card pack. And I think, yeah, man, when we reflect, I think you were part of the break, right? Swizz. All right, Swizz has 1 more. Then we got user 17 and Shadow still with 1 more. All right, so remove Swizz. Go down, switch it. All right, guys, all Atlas cards are epic. If you get a basic land, that's very significant because obviously they're massively meta relevant. I mean, you have to use them, or everybody does use them. And here you go. It is Gothic Tower. All right, really great history on this. Mikhail is a big time emerging artist. His artist proofs have been absolutely incredible. We just did one with, was it Lone Tower? We just auctioned one of his sample cards. It was his first of the towers, and it was absolutely stunning. No, it was the one with the Nosferatu building. I think it's Lone Tower. Is it Lone Tower? Man, he did an incredible job of that one. That one crushed, and I thought it was actually a good value because it's beautiful artwork. But the towers are amazing. It's great to hit that as a sample card. That's a big time hit, I would say, Swizz. Because again, it's not common. You see, we only found 3 Atlas cards in this pack, and I've seen packs that have none. I actually did like a video on one of this where I analyzed like, all the packs that Red Zone Rogue got and some of these other guys, and those Atlas cards do not pop up too often. All right, here we go. Couple last spins. Who's it going to be? Shadow Cloud. All right. 1 last card for Shadow Cloud. He's going to get the last spell. And let's see what it is. All right, guys. Man, we had tons of bangers in this pack. Incredible. Wall of Fire. Ordinary Aura of Pyromancy. So notice how like small and cluttered the text is. The game mechanic is insane. This was like a major change when it went to alpha. Eric really cleaned up the aesthetics of this and streamlined the wording. So that was a big change on this one. And it's actually all game mechanic. There's no flavor text. So, that was certainly cleaned up. I'm not sure about some of the other aspects off the cuff, but it is a very cool looking, um, kind of like a homage to MTG, I would say. There's a lot of those in Sorcery. It's a very nice ordinary hit. So you did very well here. I would say Shadow Cloud. You can't really go wrong with sample cards if you're into the historical development of the game and you like kind of the novelty of the change, the development history, and all the things that transpired leading in the years leading the Kickstarter. All right, back to the wheel. Give it one last spin. Let's see what it lands on. Oh my God, his name's just whipping around. He's getting concussed. User 17. Is it going to be user? Is it? That user. User 17. What happens when I remove it from the wheel? I can't spin anymore. All right, so we're going to retire one of the wheels. This wheel's still just chilling in the background. All right, drop the website, and we have the final from the pack, an Atlas card for user 17. So you cannot lose on an Atlas card. Let's see what it is. Last card in the pack, a basic card, right? So we talked about the meta relevancy. It's really nice to own one of those from Matt Thames. Summer River, and an interesting thing here is that Martha Molina was also commissioned to do Rivers. At least 3, maybe 4, I forget. But will we see those as alternate arts if and when there is a revised set? That is my theory. That's my speculative theory. I think we will. She did a beautiful job. Matt did a beautiful job as well, too. So I could totally, I will say that like Matt has more of a fantasy vibe, a fantasy art type vibe, right? With kind of like the stylistic decisions he made, and some of the, just the qualities has like a real fantasy feel. Whereas Marta's were a little more photorealistic, I would say. But so are, in some ways, some of our other things like Pristine Paradise and Oasis, you could argue, more so than Matt's. So I would imagine that is why this was likely selected for Alpha. I think it has more of a throwback feel to those golden age, early 90s era. But Marta's work is very nice and very consistent with their other pieces. So I think this could be, again, I don't have any inside information. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm thinking this could be alpha and beta exclusive, and perhaps we see alternate art or new art in a revised set. If there even is a revised set, who the hell knows? I'm getting all kinds of notifications on my desktop. All right, guys. So that was the sample pack opening. We're going to do a beta box opening in a few moments here, full beta box. And we are also going to give away 2 alpha booster boxes. So if some of you guys are pressed for time, actually, let's review our hits, and then we'll do a quick giveaway, and then we'll get into the booster box. All right, we just saw the Summer River, the Wall of Fire, the Gothic Tower. Very fortunate to hit 2 basic lands or Atlas sites. The Spin Attack from Truett, the Hurricane, Vincent Pompetti, now known as Stormy Seas, the Petrosian Cavalry by the first ever alpha artist, Andrea Modesti. Ordinary Counterspell, monster hit, even as an ordinary, it doesn't matter. It's an extremely rare card. I can't recall. I think I showed one on my website, right? So I have sold one before. So there's only been a few copies, 2, to my knowledge, that have been discovered. This being the second, and it's a card that was not used in alpha, so that's a monster. The Rel Dromedary is super iconic. That's a great hit from Kyle Calazans. Whirling Blades, which had the rarity change in alpha. Swan Maiden, Asi Haikala. The Great Wall was our elite hit, which is now unique in alpha. That is by Elvira Palakowska. Kite Archer, Vincent Pompetti. Beautiful artwork. The Cerebus and Chains error card, attributed to Tony Sublo, unfortunately. Tony and Alan are very good buddies, so if there's going to be a mistake, it's nice that it's those 2. I'll have to tell Tony and show him this later. He'll be like, oh, he was on my alpha box debut when I was the first to break news on a werewolf misattribution, which was a misattribution in alpha. So I'll have to tell him about this one. And there you go. You got the Tony Solo Outback Strider, and the Dapper Vampire was our first card pulled, the exceptional. So a great pack, really awesome hits, nice variety. We were very fortunate to get some big time, exceptional, and ordinary hits, but that is a great pack. Congrats to all. And as I say, I will open up sample pack break number 6 later today. I should be able to get through later today, hopefully, in the Collector Arthouse Discord. So stand by for that one if you want in on that. You can do it. I'll probably offer a discount to patrons or maybe give first chance to people to participate in this break if they want to do it again. All right, guys. So what we have now is the first alpha booster box. I was just making sure. 39 booster pack. The alpha symbol is very subtle, and it's under the seal. You see it there, alpha? So we got one alpha booster box here, and then a second one. And we're going to give these away before the stream ends today. There you go. That one shows a little better because you don't have the plastic seal over top of it. Alpha, 39 packs in alpha. All right. So first box, we're going to spin the wheel. So I'm going to go back and reload. All right. We got 2 wheels. We did a contest here. If I go to, let me pull up the keyboard really quick here and show you guys what we did. Let's do the Discord giveaway first. So if I launch Discord, always risky. Oh, look at that shot. No one liked that picture at all. Everyone hates that picture. All right, let's go to Collector Arthouse Discord. Let's see if anybody likes that picture here. There we go. We got some support for the picture. So that's where I announced the stream going live. But I did this alpha box giveaway. And thank you all who joined the Collector Arthouse Discord. Again, just go to my link tree in the description. You can join. Please like the video too. As people say, I always forget that. That helps grow the channel and build awareness for events like this. And I see some of you guys joined, it looks like. Thank you for joining. I'll welcome you in later. But we did this alpha box giveaway. And this was from my beta box opening event, which we did a few weeks back. You can find it under the live tab in the channel. And we did it for this Eric's Curiosa card. I asked everybody to go into the Discord here, into this channel, and come up with this card has no flavor text, right? But it's a super iconic card in alpha. So I challenge everybody to come up with a fun flavor text. And you see there's a million ideas. The difficulty of logistics are inconceivable. From Bullshitter Spitler. Oh, man, it's hilarious. All right, so let's just pick off. I said I'd read off some of these. I don't want to waste a lot of time on this, but let me just scan for ones that had a lot of comments. A collection of objects perfectly suited to be framed and hung on a wall. Solid, beautiful frame job. That print from Francesca. Is this a Curiosa? In the pre-alpha era, everybody was calling Curios a Curiosa. And we still don't know what curios are. We're making up our own definitions. We're trying to come up with consistent. The company's not telling us what it is, but you can put 2 and 2 together and basically generally infer what it is. You think anyone is going to ask about the skull? How would they know? All right. Let's see. Any other bangers in here? So let me tell you, there was 160 some people. Look at my stuff. Eric probably. All right. So that's a quote. Eric has a lot of nice stuff, let me tell you. All right, let's see. Rip this card into pieces. This is my last resort. Very true. If you're going to use that, do it in a tournament when the game's on the line. It's Curiosa, not Curiosa. People love that one. Stein Nagley. What a name. Stein. All right. Though valuable, his wife cared not. Again, these are proposed flavor text for Eric's Curiosa, since it does not have it in the real game of Sorcery. All right, so it looks like those were the most popular. All right, let's stop screwing around here. Let's go to the Wheel of Names. Here's all the goofy Discord names. Ace Fiddler, top in the charts. A lot of my regulars here chimed in first with some contributions. All right, we got a bunch of guys here. We got a total of 169 entries. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Whichever one it lands on is going to get the alpha box. And you guys got to reach out to me too. Sometimes I do these giveaways and it takes me weeks to track you down and get your shipping information and stuff. It's going to cost you nothing. I'm going to pay, the box is free. Obviously it's a giveaway, and I'm gonna pay to ship it and everything anywhere in the world, doesn't matter. But I gotta know who you are and where I'm shipping to in a reasonable amount of time, all right? I don't wanna hold these things hostage forever. All right, so here we go. Big spin, 169 alpha sealed booster box giveaway. Number 1. First ever, I believe, for Sorcery. And the box is pushing $1,000, so it's pretty freaking insane. Here we go. Tyler Geek Toy Hut. Tyler Geek Toy Hut. I don't know Tyler. He probably just signed up for the contest. I haven't seen him around the Discords too much, though he's not in the Collector Arthouse Discord. So if any of you guys know Tyler, extend your congratulations. Congratulations to Tyler. And I don't know, Geek Toy Hut. Maybe he has like a business or something. Or maybe he just has a hut with geek toys. Either way, hopefully he reaches out to me with his shipping information, or we're going to have to do more spins or something. I don't know. Tyler. Oh, Whatnot streamer. So he's already crushing, I'm sure, in Sorcery. Yeah, I think all right, that Tyler, I've seen him in Facebook. You know, like I say, it's hard to make the association from Discord to Facebook, but I think I know the guy, so I can run him down. All right, so he gets the first box, and you know, maybe he'll do a Whatnot break with it and make like a shitload of money probably doing that, and share the wealth, I guess, and give it away. All right, so good for him. And all right. So future giveaways, Jeremy, I'll just announce them, you know. I do giveaways from time to time. That is so I announced it in the Collector Arthouse Discord or the Sorcery Contested Realm community group, which is a group I created in February 2022. We just hit 3,000 members in that group. I think it's besides the official sorcery groups, the largest sorcery network or group or any social media platform for sorcery. So I'm really proud of the growth of that. It's a really fun community. Everybody has a lot of fun in there. Very positive. You know, Discord gets wild sometimes. Everybody gets nasty and toxic from time to time, right? Or we bicker and things like that. But Facebook's legit. You guys should join Facebook. I know Zuck is a pain in the ass sometimes and jacks everything up, but if you just go to the group, you'll have a good time. No big deal. All right, so there's the alpha box. I have some beta boxes here, so I'm going to grab one off the pile. Here we have beta, and let's make sure it's beta. So in beta, went from 39 to 36 booster packs. You know, the history on that is that in the early days, Eric designed the box, right? He gets the box, and it's 36 packs. There's extra give and wiggle room in the box. And there was a lot of delays for the alpha debut, right? So as a consolation, they added a pack to the pre-constructed kit, and they added 3 packs to the booster box to take it from 36 to 39. And there's 3 rows in these boxes, and that conveniently filled out the box a little more precisely, so it made it more sturdy and durable. And that was the story for alpha. So when you go to beta now, if you go to beta, you'll notice there's only 36 packs, and the box, I could show them side by side here. The box dimensions are a little different. I don't know if it'll fit on the screen. So you see, like lengthwise, probably like a few millimeters difference, and then I could zoom out. I don't feel like zoom. All right, fine, I'll zoom out. All right, I don't even know if you're gonna see it too. So if you zoom out, let's see if I can line these up side by side. You see the dimensions are a little better. The depth perception is a little difficult to tell, but it's also slightly taller. So we honed that in and made it perfect for 36 packs. Well, let's make sure I'm going to open beta here, not alpha. This one is for Anto Taylor. So he won. I gave away 3 booster boxes of beta in my beta box release. I had a lot of artists in that. I had like 18 total guests, I think it was, in my beta box opening, and 16 of those were artists from alpha and beta, and 2 of them were Simon and Chase from the company. So I gave away 3 beta boxes that I personally owned, and this is one of them. Anto was one of the lucky winners, so he's going to get this one, and he said I could open it up on the channel, and then I'm going to mull the cards, the singles. But let me see here. Where did I put it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Real quick. Kids are always messing around. So I laid this out, right? I have this like case here, and this case is made by, I don't want to release who it is yet. They worked on it. I sent them every SKU from Sorcery Alpha. I even sent them sample packs and regular alpha packs, and I said, let's get this precisely measured and make this custom fit. This is what this company, that won't disclose yet until it's ready. The company specializes in this, right? So I sent them all the products so they could get them precisely measured, and they got these measured for alpha. And it's a beautiful case. It has like a slide opening design, right? So it's very easy to put it in there, and there's no magnets. So it's fits. It has a thin but very strong and durable layer, and it looks beautiful to present. It looks very natural, right? When you have it on your shelf, you can barely even see it there. It looks like it's like a regular box, and it's totally protected. So I'm working on those. I'm gonna offer those first, probably through Patreon, Collector Arthouse Patreon, and then maybe more broadly, if the logistics aren't too much of a pain in the ass. So here you go for the, and if the demand is there, we'll see. So this is for the Alpha Precon kit, right? The full kit. And then people say, like, well, what about my decks? And there's even deck boxes. So there's SKUs for everything, right? And these are awesome too because they fit perfectly for the deck. And you could use it as like a transportable deck, protector if you want to protect the box or whatever, and you use that as a deck box. Slides right in there, right? No magnets. So it's light, but it's strong, and it just looks awesome. So these are for the individual packs, and I sent them all the SKUs for beta as well. So we're now getting these made for beta. So they're awesome for display or practical use. Whatever the hell you want. Do whatever you want to do in life. All right. So here you go, guys. Back to the beta pack. We're going to open this up for Anto Taylor. Great guy, great supporter. You're going to get the butterfly knife treatment, buddy. Look at this. Look at this. I don't want to gash my hand doing a slick move here, so I'm just going to do it old school or like a boomer here. Slide it open. Is this beta? This is beta. All right. Confirm beta. And I'll give you the dust code too if you want to get yourself one of those promo cards. I bought this butterfly knife. I went to Chinatown in Philadelphia in high school with my buddy, and he's like, "Hey, let's go to the back of this shop in Chinatown." And the back of this shop, they had this back room. You go to the back, you go up these stairs like an attic, right? And they got this room, and it's like an armory in there. So we bought butterfly knives. I bought a cane that had a sword inside of it, and I think we got like some ninja stars and shit like that. It was unbelievable. It had like all of the weaponry that a dumbass teenager could ever dream of. And I got this butterfly knife. I got all the basic needs you would want from a underground armory in Philadelphia. And it's a little rusted, it shows its age, but it's very practical use too. See, my parents doubted me, but look at me now, Mom. Look at me now using the butterfly knife. All right. Anthony Taylor. My pleasure, man. Thank you for letting me open it up. Hopefully we'll have some fun here. I wish you the best with your hits. I did some alpha box breaks, guys, in the early days. I think I was one of the first to do that. Like, I don't do it on Whatnot. I do it on this YouTube channel, Collector Arthouse. It's been a while. We kind of cooled off from doing that. I'll send you the this thing, the box stopper intact. Look at these cute little guys. Look at that, the soldiers. So I will send you that just sealed. But yeah, so I was doing alpha box breaks early on when boxes were like a few $100. And then it just started like rocketing. I was like, hey, I'm just gonna pause on that. We'll do sample pack breaks. It's fine. But I'll do some like alpha breaks again at some point. The sample packs are like kind of my my lane or my niche in a way, I want to say, because like I've been a part of sorcery from the very early days. So I'm kind of a bit of a historian of the game, and I love that early development history. I wrote all those articles and did all those videos about sample packs for ages when that's really all we had to go on in the early days. Let me just get all these packs out of the box. So those are fun to do, and I think my channel's good for that. There's something a little different that you don't see too often. It's a nice box. Well designed, perfectly measured to fit the 36 packs. But yeah, I'll do I'm not gonna do it on Whatnot. I don't use Whatnot, but I'll do it on the Collector Arthouse YouTube channel. All right, so there you go. There's your 3 rows. Let's do like 1 row at a time. Test row theory and see if we get streaky hits or not. So I'll start from the right side. What is it? The last I don't is there a curio theory like there was for Alpha, where the curios in the bottom of the left pack? We've been going for over an hour. All right, so let's get into these. I won't go too nuts like trying to hunt for curios or blabbing on about this stuff because I would like to show you guys. I think we got a foil there. We do. You can tell right away. If you look at the side of the pack, you can just tell that the one is creeping in there from the spacing, and then ever so slightest hint of what it is. It's first pack, first foil. We're gonna get through this box opening. Try to do it really quick, and then no, I don't stream on Whatnot. That's what I was just saying. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. I don't know. Only YouTube. I do my breaks on YouTube. All right, so we're gonna open this box, and I'll show you guys some artist proofs if you care to stick around. All right, rest in peace. First elite. You got a troll. I don't know if there's any troll curios yet. Polar bears. Beautiful artwork by Melissa Benson. Wow. All right, those first foils in ordinary. You know what? I'm not gonna spend the time to sleeve it up. Actually, you know what? I'll set it aside because you guys are gonna want to see the hits at the end, right? We got to know how many foils we got and which foils. But I'll set it aside over there. I just want to get through it like really quick and make this not so much of a wild marathon stream because we still have to do one more Alpha Box giveaway. And if you guys are into it, I'd love to show you some curios. You know, I probably have one of the largest curio collections in the world. And so it's not often you see those. Got another foil here, guys. All in one place. Ooh, first elite, Sky Baron. So everything you hit here, this is a giveaway from my personal collection. And you know, a guy in my Discord recently bought this painting and showed this off in the Collector Arthouse Discord. So go search for Sky Baron, Collector Arthouse Discord, and you can find that original painting. I did an interview or kind of like a showcase reveal of an Arthurian Legends painting with Drew Tucker at the IX Art Show. I've been fortunate to do, the company allowed me to do multiple original painting reveals of Arthurian Legends. So I did one with Drew, and I got to see that painting there, why I mentioned it. I did it with Elvira Shakarova. There's the new Violent. And we did a reveal with Jeff Menges of his Stonehenge. So Elvira, we did tonight, the first night that we've seen, Sir Tristan. And she's doing an amazing gilded effect on these knights for Arthurian Legends that are really going to blow you away. Awesome artwork by Tony. I actually sold this one for Tony, helped him out with that. And I don't know if he wants me to stay, if he's going to showcase it himself, or maybe he already has. But friend of the channel and friend of mine bought that one right away. I should have just bought it myself. It wasn't that expensive. It was in the early days. I'm glad he owns it. There you go, Edge of the World. But that was the Vault of Zool. I remember when Tony first revealed that. That was like one of his last paintings he did for Alpha. And he said he wasn't sure if he was going to get it done in time for the Alpha debut. Eric kept telling him he wanted to use it for Alpha. So get it done, get it to him. And he got it done, and it ended up landing in there. So I'm glad it did. It was very cool. That was one that was revealed very late, too. When we saw sample cards, I'm pretty certain it doesn't exist as a sample card because it came very late. Replications of beautiful artwork by Francesca Berald, but it ended up landing in the Alpha set. All right, let me just pay more attention. I should probably watch the screen when I open these and make sure you guys can see the cards. All right. So we had 2 foils, Anto. There's Backstab. People say it was impossible to find. in foil for alpha. And now all the rage and beta has been smokestacks by Ian Miller. Apparently, that's very hard to find. People are coming up with conspiracy theories and saying it doesn't exist in US boxes, only in the European boxes that are now starting to arrive. But who the hell knows anything, right? A small sample size, conclusions. Eye on the ball. Eye on the ball, said Sean. Keep your eye on the ball. All right. I'm just going to watch the cards. Oh, there we go. First core hit. Beautiful. Aquamarine core. Dang. I don't know any of those yet. I don't own like a lot of cards, guys. I own a lot of paintings. I own uncut sheets, sample packs, all types of weird, wild stuff. Early development cards, um, spellcast cards. We can take a look at those. Well, I've showcased those on the channel before, but the channel's really grown tremendously and all the social media platforms. Ooh, Donnie. That's a very nice one. Amazing art. I had Vasily on my beta showcase break. That was the first time we've ever even seen a picture of Vasily outside of my Collector Arthouse website. The first time he's appeared on camera for sure. He's in Russia. Well, he kind of guy isn't really on social media, but I talked to him from time and time again, and he graciously agreed to appear on my beta opening showcase event. All right, so we got all through the first slave, and Vasily does paintings, large mural paintings on the side of churches and inside churches, I believe. And I shared that website on the community Facebook group, and I think in my Discord as well, of some of his amazing work that he does with a team of artists for these beautiful churches. He's an amazing artist, got a very unique style. Vasily Malaya is who we're talking about. Very, very unique. Really stands out in sorcery as something different. The Autumn Unicorn. We just sold this painting. What did it end at, guys? $4,100. And it closed last night. Sold the original painting for this one. Very rare. You get an opportunity to buy a Severin Pinu Alpha work of art. I sell her her works for her, different prints, different embellished print projects we've done for patrons and for sold publicly outside of Patreon as well. A few series. We did a few series of the Philosopher's Stone. I also sell her artist proofs, which have done tremendously well. Big time artist, the Philosopher's Stone, you know, so she's very high profile from that. But she's a big time artist in whoa, whoa, easy, Tiger. They jump right out of the pack. There you go. The Petrosian Cavalry. I saw the foil shimmer and I got a little excited there. Yeah, so Source Severin is a big artist in France. She goes to shows all the time. She's very successful. Her paintings outside of the game, you know, she sells paintings for 5 figures pretty regularly. So 4,100 I thought was a great value. Probably because it's ordinary rare cards. Oh, the Death Dealer. Congrats, man. Non-foil, but amazing hit. And Brian showed that on my beta showcase too. So you're getting some nice cards. Oh, there you go. Elite Conqueror Worm. Damn, this is a nice box already. You had 2 elite foils. Wow. Maybe I should just open more beta. I'm doing well on this giveaway box. But yeah, keep distracted. Severin, great artist. Great artist proofs, great paintings. Cannot wait to see what's doing for Ethereum Legends. And hopefully we see that. A lot of people are speculating summer or fall of next year. We don't know yet. The Hounds is a great artwork by Francesca Barald. There you go. Another foil fairy. I think that's a pretty irrelevant card, right? Wasn't that like top some of the charts at one point? Breathe Deep, the Gathering Bloom. Did not use flavor text. Come on, man. Make that a curio. In the early days of sorcery in the Discord, Eric was looking for suggestions for flavor text. He liked the one I gave for sleep, and it was on one of the print files at one point, but then it was changed for alpha. So I'm hoping against hope that it lands as a curio. Got Kaya. Awesome. Can't wait till he gets time to do proofs. So I'm hoping it shows up as a curio with the flavor text I suggested, but no dice so far. To my knowledge, no one has found it. And to my knowledge, it doesn't even exist. Unfortunate. My girlfriend will not let you bid on that one. Really? Yeah, I thought you might, Sean. I know you're like a big Severin fan and a big there you go, Woolland Ruins, and a big Autumn Unicorn fan of the beautiful artist proofs you've been doing. So yeah, I thought you that one, but understandable. I know you have like a big collection. So you probably told you to chill a little bit for a while. It's tough, man. I'm like super addicted to paintings. I have like an unbelievable painting collection. I really go for paintings harder than cards, believe it or not. Um, and really do believe it, right? So, oh, there you go. Nice mix from the A9. Set that aside. Grapple Shot, currently live for auction right now. Sorcery Contested Realm community group, Collector Arthouse Discord. Um, it's at like $3,200, I think, right now, unless bids came in the last hour here while I've been at work, Peter panning my way through an afternoon of children's cardboard toys. So that grapple shot's a big deal. There's a lot of interest in that painting. And again, these alpha paintings, man, they're almost all scooped up from the artist. So it's just like, once they fall in the hands of passionate collectors, that's it. That's it, Some disappear forever. I'm kind of like a forever kind of guy. Like I don't like selling my own stuff. Others do resell sometimes, and I help them sell via consignment. You got an inverted pack here. Interesting. Or just one card. No, it's backwards. Um, yeah, so like any opportunity at buying a painting is pretty rare and unique, and painting valuations have really gone up quite a bit. So it's really great for the artist. One of the things I pride myself on is showcasing the works of the artist and bringing them into the social consciousness of the community. They appear on my channel and my events. Oh, there you go. Pendulum of Perils, very nice one from Drew. And I think like I love hearing from the community that they weren't as much into the art in the past. Right now, they really start to appreciate the art on the cards and having fun interacting with the artists. Sorcery Contested Realm community group. Almost all of the alpha artists are in that group, and they're always liking the pictures and engaging. Really appreciate that. Tons of fun. A unique spirit leads us all, Grim Reaper. So it's great that people are really valuing and appreciating their work. I love to see that. All right, let's see. Pull a frog, Dan. Is that Dan? Again, I can't see names on Facebook. But yeah, Mikhail Nagy Ball with his frogs. Incredible. Scorched Earth. I sold that original painting in the community Facebook group and Collector Arthouse Discord. I actually have an archive of all the paintings I sold, except recently. I got updated. You go to collectorarthouse.com, go to the Collector's Corner menu at the top. You'll find a lot of the sample cards that I've sold for folks, paintings that I've sold either for the artist or through consignment for the community, and all kinds of interesting information, info about curios, a listing of all those curios, several deep dive articles about the historical significance of a lot of the alpha curios we discovered. I worked with the artist to get the stories on those and what is special about this artwork. Tell me a little bit about the design concepts and development differences. There's a great article about that. Sorted Animals is a really cool one by Vasily. So you can find all that at arthouse.com. There's a newsletter there. If you guys want to sign up for my mailing list, they got kind of stupid rule for Sticks or Wix. Wix is the website where they limit the number of emails you could send. So I'm probably just gonna have to bite the bullet and spend like another $25 or $50 a month just so I can email people. But it is what it is. I want to use that website to get the word out, special opportunities to buy paintings and artist proofs, or participate in break events, or just like new content when I do like a deep dive article or a video, that's particularly interesting. It'd be nice to be able to use an actual mailing list, Vasily, Wild Boars, to get the word out to you guys if you're not on social media. A lot of people don't like using Facebook, don't even know what Discord is, or don't care to use it. So I'm here, dude. Who's here? Mitch? Dan, Mitch? I always want to call you Mitch, even though your name's Dan. So yeah, sign up for the mailing. Oh, beautiful artwork by Severin here. The Silver Valkyries. The artist proofs she did for these are really wonderful. She sold this painting super cheap in early days, and she said I asked her why. I was like, "Why would you sell it that cheap? It's so nice." And she said she didn't think it was up to like the standards of her usual work. If you look at her work outside of Sorcery and many of her pieces in Sorcery as well, they're absolutely stunning. But this is a beautiful artwork. Man, I need one of these cards. I guess they're going to be cheaper for. Man, you got 3 elite foils here in this box, so we picked a winner box for you. But yeah, the artist proofs she did for those are gorgeous. One of the great things about artist proofs is we get to see all this new artwork coming through from these artists as we wait with bated breath for the next release on 1-year intervals, as they say. You know, it's a long, long wait to see new art. So seeing them do it repeatedly and do new takes on artist proofs is something really fun and special. So I'm glad Eric did the artist proofs. 25 copies only of each proof, and we have not seen any artist proofs for beta. So if they change the artwork, those artist proofs could be alpha exclusive. So they're pretty rare, and they're pretty special, and they're pretty appreciated and highly valued. You know, it takes the artist several hours, sometimes a whole day, to do some of these detailed artist proof paintings. There's a nice card. So, you know, some people say like these artist proofs are selling for a few hundred, sometimes several $100s, or even over $1,000. They think that's a lot and expensive, but if you think about the time commitment and the ROI on time invested, it's really not that much. It's almost like not worth doing it for the artist if they rather do like a full scale, full size painting than spend the time on an artist proof. So glad that they're another elite. Man, you are crushing in this box. So it's nice that the artist proofs are valued nicely, given the time and effort the artists put into those and the beautiful quality we're seeing in those. Some really stunning miniature works of art. It's just like a painting on a smaller scale. All right. The art is the reason I got into Sorcery. Yep. Love to hear it, Jeremy. Me too. Saw the art. What the hell is that? Let me buy as many of those paintings as I can. And top pledge the Kickstarter. Alvera Palakowska. So I helped Alvera sell like almost all of her paintings to date. And we'll be doing that for Arthurian Legends as well. And she's going to have some monster works of art coming in Arthurian Legends. We've already seen Searchers as the first teaser of what is to come from Elvira. All right. This is the last pack in the beta box. Man, you did very, very nicely in this box. We didn't get any unique foils, but you got a lot of elite foils, and those are still incredibly rare, depending on the print run, you know, but they're not an easy pull. So I think you did great. I'm glad you didn't get a foil Philosopher's Stone. That would have been sad. I gave away the box. Just kidding, man. You did awesome. I'm happy for you. Where did I put those sleeves? Did I put it away? No. All right, let me sleeve these up for you really quick. And then we can give away another alpha box. And then, guys, let me know if you want to see some artist proofs or spellcraft cards. I think I told the wife it would take about 2 hours or so. So we're doing okay on time. And I want to make sure, I want to like showcase some nice stuff if you guys are interested and into it. We'll see what foils we got here. So yeah, we'll do another sample pack break. I'll announce that in the Collector Arthouse Discord as soon as I can get that up, perhaps later today. And then I'll give you guys details on the price, how to buy into it. And then, you know, there's a lot of, go to collectorarthouse.com. There are sample cards, or artist proof cards, painted and detail sketched artist proof cards from Elvira Palakowska and Vincent Pompetti. There's still a lot of those left. And there's a special sale going on in December where all of the uniques are $400 and all other cards and all other rarities are $300 per card. And again, those are detailed sketched by Elvira or painted by Vincent. And this is a special collectible, a way to own art at a fraction of the cost of a full-scale original painting. And then, of course, there's auctions for the artist proofs in the Collector Arthouse Discord and Sorcery Contested Realm community group. And some of the artists, I work with like a lot of the elf artists who offer those. And then also several artists you can buy directly from at shows through their websites or however different means of how they do that, to include Alan Pollock, Jeff Menges, Drew Tucker, Brian Smith. You guys can order directly from those guys. Some of them take commissions. A lot of the artists I work with like to express their own creative concepts. So I don't tell them what to paint. They don't really take special commission orders either. They just want to do what they like to do on their own time when they have time to do it. So that's their personal choice. And it's kind of cool too, because then we see like, their own ideas, just like we did for the sorcery game itself, which is a lot of fun and exciting to see. But that's how that works. Mostly offered through auction. That gives people opportunity to bid on it. And then sometimes direct sales. You can find it at Collector Arthouse Discord or collectorarthouse.com, and oftentimes they announce it in Discord. All right, so we got the Polar Bears. We got the Sky Baron Elite. Let me put the elites aside. Petrosian Cavalry, Conqueror Worm Elite, Barry, Wild Boars, Ordinary, Silver Valkyries Elite, Rest in Peace. Kevmo loves the Rest in Peace, and Grimland Nomads. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 foils. That's solid. You usually get 8 to 10 foils in the box. And so these were all ordinary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ordinary and 4 elites. Pretty strong. Congrats to Anthony Taylor. And then some of the standout uniques we got was the Death Dealer, the new artwork by Brian Smith, which he showed us in our beta box opening. The live event that I did a few weeks back, the Aquamarine Core, and the Mixtera. Hell of a box. Not bad at all. All right, so we got one more giveaway to do, and then let's see. Did anyone chime in if we want to see the artist proofs or not? You have AP of Common Sense. I don't. All right. You don't have any info on the beta print run? No. Maybe I'll look at your questions after. Let's go to the wheel and give away our second box of Alpha. All right. So Tyler Geek Toy Hut won an Alpha booster box. I'll shoot that off to him. And then the second wheel here, we need to go to the contest here was for the Pudge Butcher. So if I pull up Facebook, it's risky because people DM me constantly. Go to community group. And so sometimes people say like you can't find the link to the auction. We have several live auctions going on right now. So we have the Grapple Shot original painting. This one is going to end when? This will run till Friday of this week. It's currently at $3,200. And actually, I need to update this. Let me update this in real time because the reserve actually has been met. So that one will be sold. $3,200. Ends Friday, 11 by 14. The beautiful grapple scale. Look how incredible this painting is. Amazing, highly meta-relevant card. Very nicely done by Alan Pollock. And then, again, if you go to the top of the page, the featured section up here has all the live auctions. I always pin it to the top. We have the Epic Death Dealer card, curio card. So extremely rare. We only know of like a handful of these that have been sold so far. I think maybe like less than 10 have been discovered. That's going to end Wednesday, and the reserve has not been met yet. It's like $3,750. That is a big time card. And then what else do we have live? Yeah, ending tonight, the original painting for Ruler of Fall by Vincent Pompetti. Here's Vincent holding the painting. Gorgeous painting, replaces Frank Frazzetta's Ruler of Fall in beta. And there it is, the full image. It's at $8,000 currently, which is interesting because there's a $10,000 buy-in now and a $5,000 reserve, which I had to It's closed at the open. Quickly raced up to $8,000, and it's a fairly large painting, 14 by 18 inches, roughly, almost 19 inches. That ends tonight, 8:00 p.m. Eastern time. So check that out if you're interested. Very close to the pin, so you can snag it. All right. So back to the contest. We did a flavor text contest, similarly to Eric's Curios on Discord. I also want to be inclusive of the Facebook group crowd. So we're at 3,100 members, Sorcery Contest Realm community group. And this was the new artwork for the Pudge Butcher. And I asked everybody to chime in with like a flavor text for the new Pudge. So again, like I don't want to read them all, but let me just scan real quick for some that got a lot of love in the comments section that cooperates with me. All right. These ones are pretty fun because this artwork is hilarious. A sloppy jalopy of pure fear and death. Don't mistake the Pudge for fudge. It won't end nicely. The hook may bring you in, but the warm flesh will make you stay. Tiny feet bear the weight of this exceptional ass. Marca, Canada. Tiny feet bear the weight of this exceptional ass. That is true. That is actually technically correct. Look at this. This is a large man crushing these tiny little feet. Poor guy. Poor guy. All right, let's see. If you don't accept my bad side, you don't deserve my worst side. This is solid. You know? Maybe we need a curio. Eric can adopt one of these. Get in my belly, says Nate. All right. I eat because I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy because I eat. Yeah. Get low from the steps to the sinkholes till the fat drips. All right. This is the Get Low song. Get low from the steps to the sinkholes. I'm messing up the cadence. Till the fat drips off my rolls. Hook your minions' souls. I don't know, man. I think you messed it up, not me. I don't think that's how the song goes. I think you're missing some. I get the till the fat drips down my rolls. No, till the fat drips off my rolls. Hook your minions' souls. That's not right. That's not right at all. You're missing a few syllables in there. How am I supposed to rap your song? All right. Hang on. It's the Get Low song, though. I'd play it, but I'd probably get a copyright warning. All right. Let's see. Are you guys talking about Grapple Shot has a reference to an anime thing. I'm not really an anime guy, but someone sent me that. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. That's true, man. Pudge Butcher. Yeah, so there's like an anime reference in that Grapple Shot painting that I'll post about later sometime this week. I got to go like look into it because I don't really. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. I'm not into anime, but apparently there's a connection of Grapple Shot to anime stuff. You're messing around the wrong butcher. Jesus, some of these are filthy. All right, what is this? Pudge Butcher. How many did you hook? Lift up your flaps and let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. The counting song. That's clever. I like that. All right, hang on. I tried to make it on time, but I'm too pudgy. No time for pride when my hook cleans the hide. A gluttonous hunger, I must subside. Man, I read good. I read good sometimes. Hideous evil of unimaginable proportions. All right, guys. I think those are some of the highlights. Just go join the Sorcery Contest World community group. Look at the pin post. There was an enormous amount of people that entered. Look, 164 entered in time for the deadline. So there's all types of hilarious flavor quotes in there. So we're going to spin the wheel here. This will be for an alpha booster box, sealed alpha booster box. I'm going to mail that to the winner. Here we go. Big spin. 164 name, sealed alpha booster box, worth almost $1,000 at this point. Here we go. Janti Isu Ah. I see him posting in the community group quite often, if I remember correctly. So congrats to him. This feels like it's going to be an international shipment, maybe. Maybe he's here in America. I don't know. Doesn't matter. From anywhere in the world. So congrats, man. Reach out to me, private message me, and let me know your shipping details. I'll get it right out to you. All right. So let's go. Going back to the website, I referenced a few things earlier. If you go to collectorarthouse.com, Collector's Corner has all of these different, very interesting, useful information. We have an artist proof card gallery. So this needs to be updated a bit. I'm going to show you some live artist proofs on camera. This is the one from the giveaway we just did with Elvira. Look at the stunning work that Elvira did. So it's a very fun, nice page. You can see all the amazing artist proof, detailed sketches and paintings that these fabulous artists did. I love this one from Lindsay Crumet, the Seasoned Sellsword. Martha, incredible landscape work. Absolutely gorgeous. These are amazing. Hilarious, awesome, incredible detail from Mikhail. This was Eric standing in front of the bullfrog. I thought this one sold like pretty low. I was surprised. This Pareidolia effect. I thought this was a very touching concept he did here with Cloud Spirit. It was a man and woman holding hand in hand there in the clouds. I really loved this one. Did a nice, fun video short on that on my Collector Arthouse YouTube channel. No, it looks like yeah, I really love that one. I got it in there twice. This one was super popular, did really well. The frogs does an amazing job of the frogs. The homage to Force of Will, the crucifixion of Frog. These amazing sinkhole paintings. Look at the beautiful detail. This is incredible detail that he managed to get in top quality on an artist proof. What are these frogs doing? You can't show that on YouTube, can you? The great what? Look away, kids. Look away. The beautiful artwork, airbrush design of Rodney Matthews. Look how incredibly epic and legendary these artist proofs are from Rodney Matthews. So these were auctioned in the Collector Arthouse Discord and Sorcerer Contested Realm community Facebook group. Rodney did 5 artist proofs so far, and we're going to be doing more next year in 2024. Look how absolutely beautiful, colorful, amazing, incredible detail. I wonder if these blow up well. It's not that much larger. But these are really gorgeous artworks by Rodney. Severin is doing incredible work. I mentioned before the original painting of the Autumn Unicorn. Here you have Ether, a Mechanism, the 1 of 25, formerly known as Predestination. Mother Nature, the Philosopher's Stone, super iconic. We've only sold a few of those so far. More to come. More to come from Severin. Great work. Tony Solo, the Death Speaker. That one was epic. Mage Slayer, really graphic. Truett Parrish is doing some great stuff. These ones with the Nimbus in the back, the gold back were really cool. Let's see. More great work. Vincent Pompetti. We'll look live at some Vincent Pompetti's in a moment. Vincent did a ton of them early on. So he's part of the December sale. Vincent and Alvera going on. So back to Collector's Corner. I recently added this Curios card page. So we have a nice resource here that talks about the definition of curios as defined by the company, which there wasn't much, very simple, where they show up in packs, and all these like articles that I wrote about them and the archive that I'm maintaining for alpha and beta curios. So those are all hyperlinked here, and they jump you right to the alpha page. You click on any of these curios, and you find out what those are. How you identify it as a curio, pretty obvious in this case, and then a link to a deep dive, real nice deep dive article that I did on the 9-piece curio, because each one of these shows some historical development or reference into the early design of those illustrations and or cards, right? So you click any of these, and you get the full story of what these are, and oftentimes a link to more detailed article about the history of those. So we got that for both alpha and beta now, separated on different pages for ease of discovery. The amazing, these are really the highlights of beta, I would say, the 4 elemental avatar sketches. And then, of course, you know, the historical ones are great. We have the Far East Assassin, Black Obelisk, the Water Castle, which was an artwork that was not used in the mainstream core cards from Rafaela Ketch, also known as Aranja art. It's really cool, too. It's Rafaela Ketch on here. All of her other artwork in the game says Aranja art. So I like how they preserved her actual name here on the card. That's a subtlety that most people probably didn't pick up on. The step, So Drew had talked on my channel about how Eric said these would be connected. What he didn't realize is that he meant literally he had an idea for them to be the same card, but Truett did these paintings separately. You know, it looks like this was one painting done all together, but they were actually done separately, and they show up as separate cards in the core Alpha and Beta set. So you have Crusade on the left, Jihad on the right, and then the Curio card merges them together, and it becomes the Step card. So the main Step card, as the core cards in Alpha and Beta were done by Andrea Modesti, and now this is like an alternate art curio version of that card. Some cards from the box topper. Melissa Benson on Patreon. I did an article. I talked to Melissa about the history of this card because when I saw this one in the early days, this was like an early print file version that was going around. She talked about this concept and how Eric wanted these skulls to be a little more dark and menacing. So you got the older curio version, and then you have the alpha version here, which the main core set version, which shows the same kind of skeleton forefront. You see these are more menacing looking. You know, and there's some other subtleties to it, you know, the type line text and different aspects. All right, there you go. Another historical one, Extinguished, was a early version of the artwork from Brian Smith, which he then painted over top of and enhanced that in a way, I would say, from the main core set and a few other things. So back to Collector's Corner, the sample card archive, we opened the show with that. And then finally, the original painting galleries. These are all the original paintings that I've sold for artists directly and or for community members. So these are now in different members' collections. It's a beautiful archive to see a lot of the actual original paintings that landed on some of our favorite cards. Here's the Sir Tristan, really epic. This is a very large painting. You know, you can't get a full appreciation from that just in a photograph, but this was a huge painting. So I was really blessed to see that in person and deliver that. I delivered that in person to the buyer. He was fairly local within a few hours. Some other great pieces. It was awesome to see these two in person from Matthias Brisk. Some great work by Lindsay Kumet, Vera Palakowska. Melissa Benson, this was from the collector tier. And that was a real nice piece. The King of the Realm. You see it like I sold this one unframed. And this is now in a store. This was purchased by an innkeeper backer who owns a store in New York City, and he put this epic frame on this King of the Realm. So that will live gloriously and hopefully catch a lot of eyeballs in stores. And a few other pieces from Vincent Pompetti, and a couple that are live right now. So more opportunities to come. All right, that's the website. Let's go back to the live cam. Get rid of that. All right, so let's go to the live cam. We still got about 48 people. We did the 2 alpha giveaways. We did the sample pack box opening. Let's take a look at some curio cards. And then, since we just saw them on the website, let's take a look at some special rare, very rare promos and curio cards. And then I will show you guys some artist proof cards, and we'll try to wrap this up in the next like 15 to 20 minutes. All right, how should we do this? We got, I don't want to mess up the focus of the camera, so let me put the stack aside. We got the new Bone Rabble. This is a new promo card for the beta store kits. So you can go to your LGS, you can win these cards. Some people are starting to sell them through the different marketplaces, different means. So there's different ways to acquire them. It's got a regular back, as promos tend to do. They have a foil front, regular back. It's a beautiful Trusty Pocus artwork. The main prize in the beta store kit is this champion card. So I'm going to show you in a moment. There was a champion card from Alpha that stores received from the Kickstarter pledge. This is a beta store kit. From the beta store kit, only 1 copy of this and 3 copy of these in the beta store kit. So this is the top prize. I'm hearing these are selling for like $500 now, which is pretty wild. Great foil job, Zangerworm. This is the Alpha champion. Both were done by Vincent Pompetti. This was, I think, the first embellished print project they ever offered. Vincent's one of the artists that I work with to sell his original paintings, embellished prints, and artist proofs. And here you see the Alpha symbol embedded in the game mechanic. These are not functional playable cards. It's just a flavor text. It's got this real cool, the champion stated on top. Same with this one from beta. And this one, I don't know if the camera can catch it. I think it has a very subtle, does it have the beta symbol? It's hard to see, actually. I don't think it does. So there's a difference on this one. Whereas this one had the alpha symbol. So that's a very special card. This one is actually not that expensive. A lot of people selling these. I want to say there was initially they said there'd be 12 of these in the Innkeeper Pledge Kit. They actually doubled that to 24. So there was about 130 Innkeeper backers from Kickstarter times 24. That's your number of promo cards printed of these or distributed. So early playtesters or people that provided feedback on gameplay got this sketch card from Eric's Curiosa. So there's two waves of this. There was a first round of playtester feedback, and if you were part of that first round, you got a copy of this sketch card. So this is the sketch that Francesca Burrell did for the back of the mainstream cards, right? It's this sketch. It's that painting. It's this sketch. So if you were part of the first round, you got Eric's signature on there. Eric Olson, the creator of the game. If you were part of the second round, you got one without a signature. So it's pretty nice and special to have one signed by the creator. And now we're getting into curios. So set the promos aside. Those are some of the top promos in Sorcery. Let's take a look at a bunch of the alpha curios. We have the Belfry by Drew Tucker. I won't get into all the nuances. Just go to my website that I showed earlier. In the interest of time, you can check those out. The 9-piece. Man, this one was polarizing, but I absolutely love this 9-piece. This is really great. I think there's a lot of rich history here. I think it looks super cool. It's unique. You don't often see that in TCGs. Gridlord, one of the early considered names for Sorcery Contested Realm. You know, if you look at the new design, it says, of course, Sorcery Contested Realm in Eric's Curiosa game, right? The Curio says Gridlord, and you find that on the back of the Sorcerer card in the Alpha booster boxes. Very rare card. Oh, and I got a couple more promos in here. A couple of these little guys. I forgot about that. Got them mixed up with the Curios. So Relentless Crowd, these were given out in various ways, extremely rare, only 100 of these ever made. And just a beautiful, really cool Ian Miller artwork. Those were achieved in different ways. I earned those through different ways. One of the absolute grail curios is the alternate art Frank Frazetta Debt Dealer. Big time card. Extremely rare, less than 10 discovered. This is a card that's live for auction right now in the Collector Arthouse Discord and the Sorcery Contest Realm community group. Is at $3,750. We've seen several sales of this card in the $5,000 to $8,000, $5 to $10,000 or $5,000 to $8,000 range. So that is a big time, extremely rare, coveted card. While I'm at it, might as well show the other grail, the Debt Speaker. And this one just sold. I think the auction topped out at $7,600. There's only one other sale of this card known to date, and that sold for $11,000. There's like 8,000 British pounds. It was sold from the UK, and it sold for 11K is the equivalent USD conversion. $11,000. This one sold at auction. This was like a while back, right? It was the first ever sale several months ago. This sold for the auction ended at $7,600. It did not trip the reserve, but it was a negotiated sale that I helped broker between buyer and seller. After that, and I will be shipping this one away tomorrow to the lucky winner of this card. This is the highest grade version in the world. It's a CGC Gem Mint 10. So it's pretty rare to find the raw non-foil cards in great condition. There seems to always be like a surface issue, centering issue, edging from the cutting, different things. So it's very special to own the highest graded epic grail card in Sorcery Contested Realm. You might never see these two cards together. These are both extremely rare. You're talking about potentially $15,000+ in value at current market valuation.
of these 2 cards. It's absolutely epic. So it's really fun and nice and special to be able to showcase that on the channel here. Something you don't see too much. All right, and we have Grim Tangle by Drew Tucker. This was another alpha curio, very cool. So it shows a lot of different design elements that they considered early on. And lastly, Murder of Crows, also from Alpha, a really cool, different artwork that was not used in Alpha, except for this curio from Mikhail Nagy Ball. And he had a different version of the painting that I showed. So there you go. Massive collection of curios. Gridlord, 9-piece, Belfry, Death Dealer, Death Speaker, Murder of Crows, and hiding under there, Grim Tangle. Absolutely epic. There are your curios. Let's take a look at some artist proof cards. This is actually one that I personally own from Tony Solo. So this is the King of the Realm. This is number 3 of 25. And Tony talked about on my channel how he has an idea to do. He is the King of the Realm. If you look, unfortunately, I don't have my pad folio. I also have the original sketch of the King of the Realm that I showed before that I sold the original painting for that. And Tony's concept on his 25 artist proofs for King of the Realm is that he's going to paint himself as the king and reflect on some memory from his life, starting from as a baby all the way through his childhood, his adult life as an artist to present day. It'll show the evolution of the king and some special personal memories, which will be really, really cool. I absolutely love and cherish this one. I think it's really cool to have a young Tony as king. He always embeds his symbols and his Easter eggs here. Just the amount of detail and finished quality that someone could paint on a small card like this blows my mind. It's a miniature painting, guys. That's why these sell for hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, because it takes hours and hours of work, just like a painting. And it just blows my mind again how photorealistic it looks. And I just love that. This is one of my favorite proofs. I love it. And that's my personal collection. You'll never see that sold. And I just popped it out of the snap case. I got to be careful. Those snap cases are nice. You don't have to sleeve it up. And it doesn't matter, though. Like most of the time, you're fine with a penny sleeve, top loader, whatever case you want, the slab. We have a couple from Francesca Berald. Francesca is doing beautiful work, too. I offered 2 of hers so far. These 2 will also be offered at some point, potentially in the coming weeks. We'll see. She's dealing with a personal matter at the moment, so we decided to take a break and postpone the auction of these. But these will be coming from Francesca Berald. This is a beautiful polymorph. And you notice it's numbered number 11, right? 11 of 25. The first 10 she's keeping for herself. She doesn't really have any plans to sell those for the foreseeable future, if ever. She's kind of holding on to those. So you see these numbered 11 through 25, and we'll be offering those in time. There's some gold shimmer paint, which really doesn't do it justice on camera. But when you see this in person, there's some gold shimmer all around this arc, which looks really amazing. The detail on that's incredible. This one here is polymorph. Or no, that was polymorph. Excuse me. Polymorph Unland Deal. Again, it's going to be the 11 of 25. So it's the first one offered. And these gold coins at the bottom of the ocean also have that gold shimmer. Again, it's a bit hard to see, but the finished quality on this is incredible. The detail. Someone's asking, do most or all of the artists work in acrylics, or do some prefer oils? It's a range. Some do oils. Many do acrylics. The thing with Vincent Pompetti and Elvira Palakowska is that their preferred medium is watercolor. So they actually, with their artist group, had to do something different. And I want to get into that next. I'll show you Elvira's. Since she does watercolor, that does not work on cards. It would ruin the card. So what she chose to do for all of her proofs is to look at the massive work she has done. I have a ton of these artist proofs from Elvira. And that's why these are offered directly on my website. I haven't been running auctions on these, but you can buy them. Go to collectorarthouse.com. Let me show that really quick. I should have showed that to you guys. If you go back to collectorarthouse.com and you go to the shop page, I have a listing of all these artist proofs available from Elvira Palakowska, in detailed sketch form. Several of these have now sold, but there's still plenty available. That's what I'm going to show you in a moment. And she's doing these detailed sketches. She has this architectural style, that's kind of like in her background and what her forte is. So these look really amazing. Ink sketches, tremendous detail. Some of these really pop. And we also have many from Vincent Pompetti, who also works in watercolor traditionally. See, these are all watercolor paintings, but he used acrylics, gouache, and wash, I believe, for his artist proofs. So he does some beautiful work too. He does a lot of comic illustration, and that really comes across in some of his paintings. It has that kind of storytelling type of vibe, action vibe. And Eric absolutely loves Vincent Pompetti. That's why he was the most commissioned artist in Alpha, 25 pieces. So it's a massive library of Vincent's pieces, a few others here that were available. So you can go to collectorarthouse.com and in the shop page and just shoot me a message. You can email me. I think my email's at the top of the page here. Michael.Cervati@gmail.com, or a link to the Discord, or then you could DM me or contact me through the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group. Or I have an Artist Proof and Altars Facebook group. I have the SCR Art Market, the Sorcery Buy Sell Trade Marketplace group is a group I set up, and also the references page on Facebook. So just find me, Mike Cervati, on Facebook, and shoot me a direct message if you're interested in any of these proofs, or participate in the auctions, whatever you want to do. Let me put these aside. All right, we'll take a look at Dispel. So these are the ones that are all currently available. None of these are sold yet. These are all the Dispel artist proofs by Elvira Holokowska. Just contact me. Now, anything, she's doing a sale through the month of December where anything below and a unique rarity is $400 per card, which is a very good deal relative to the prices we're seeing in these auctions. So it's a unique opportunity. If it's a unique, it's $400. Anything below unique, so elite, exceptional, ordinary, those are $300. All right, so there's several copies of Disenchant still available. Really awesome concepts. All ink detail sketches. You won't see painted proofs from Elvira. She's the one outlier. Most just chose a different medium and decided to paint. The Siege Ballista, these are very cool because they show kind of like an architectural or schematic type design for some of them, right? Like right here, the components of the ballista. I thought that was super creative and cool. And on this one, she labels like the different aspects of the ballista. It's like a schematic to go design and build those. Very cool. What have you missed, Dante MTG? Only everything. The sample pack opening. We gave away 2 alpha booster boxes, and we did an entire beta box opening. And now we looked at a bunch of stuff on the website, and now we're looking at artist proofs. So the Hast or Haste Eagle from Elvira Polakowska, several of these available. I thought these were really cool. These beautiful soaring eagles that she did in each of these. If you're in the U.S., it's patriotic in a way. Look at that, soaring over the land. Some of these are really awesome. These frantic sheep at the bottom, those are very cool. Dante, don't worry, man. All of my videos, they live in perpetuity on the Sorcery Contested Realm community group because I multicast to the Facebook group, but also on Collector Arthouse Discord. Or no, Collector Arthouse YouTube. You just got to go to the live tab. People look at the regular videos and they completely miss the lives. So it's archived there. It'll be available, recorded, and you can watch this back whenever you want to. All right, Mariner's Curse. People love the Mariner's Curse. So there's the woman you see on the front of the boat. There she is, like in the regular imagery, kind of overlaid over like the ocean, like a map-like version of the ocean, which is super cool. Here, you have some Warcraft-inspired type theme, I would say. And here, just the chaos of the water scene cruising through the Mariner's Curse. All right, now we get into the duel. So this is the last available copy of the Windmill. The Windmill is a dual land, so that's been super popular. A lot of people bought these up, and they were really beautiful, the different concepts you did on these. So that's the last one currently available. The Battering Ram, we have several of these left. These are really, interesting. The different design details he came up with. So in the battering ram, it's kinda cool. There's like a ram's head at the top of that. So she kinda used that concept to focus on in a lot of these sketch curios. There's a side profile of it, an overhead view, battering the forces that are holding those, the side of the ram. This one's kinda interesting because you actually hold it sideways and you see the guy thrusting the battering ram. This one is kinda cool because it almost has, like, a vibe that is a throwback or crossover to Dispel and Disenchant, I feel, in a way. Similarly here too. This one is really epic looking, one of my favorites. Just the details she did here on the door, ramming its head into the door. It's really cool, and then another schematic style one. See, it's a vertical illustration, turn it sideways, see the different components of the battering ram labeled. Those are nice. Alright, so Rest in Peace has been another hot card recently, and we only have one left of the Rest in Peace. That's an elite rarity, $300, kind of a steal, in my opinion, for a artist proof card. Really cool, angelic theme. Playing tribute to Memorial. Infiltrate, really popular meta relevant card, so I only have one left of this. The Elite, beautiful illustration here. Super nice. Magellan Globe has been a recent hit. Only 2 left of these. An elite relic. Relics are really awesome in the game. So Magellan Globe. Let's take a look. Now this, the globe shows a zoom in of the map scene. So you have this one with different sea monsters, and this one similarly. This is kinda like a cool, reminds me of like a Nintendo, an old school Nintendo game. And the old school maps they have. Just has that, like, throwback vibe, which is, like, totally on brand, I think, for Sorcery, going back to the '90s era when Nintendo was the only show in town. We're the top dog in video gaming land. Landede, we have 3 left of those. This is another elite rarity. So the elites through this special deal are really, going fast. And these Landees are super cool, the way she integrated this text to illustrate the contract, and then you have the stamps at the bottom here on this one. And this one with a little more detail in the pawn piece off to the side. Really nicely done. The all-terrain investments. So we still have several of these. This is actually Elite 2. So it's a good value at 300. And the concepts here were very cool. I love the, like, the soldier here with the pack. Different numbers. She's done about 9 sets so far. The first one she did not offer, so the lowest number she's keeping for now. We did like a 2 through 9, I wanna say. Um, so these are really nice. Hey, paisana, what's up? Inept card collector. Alright, the Great Wall. Now there's several of the Great Wall, unique rarity, and these Great Walls are really awesome. Again, 'cause she's like an architect, you know, that's like her design style, and then, like, really subtle in the image are these monsters coming over the wall, right? When I first saw this painting, I didn't notice that, but, it really draws that into focus here from the vantage point of these soldiers defending the castle, right? These monsters creeping across over the top. This one's really fun and cool because they got these little dogs with them too. This is really interesting too. So it shows the other vantage point from them incurring the blows of the arrows and then approaching the wall. That's really creative. I love in this one as well. I love these different takes that she's doing. It's really exciting to see these artist proofs, man. While we have to wait one year between sets. Cloud City is another relevant popular card, unique. So we only have 2 of those left. Again, the beautiful architectural design. Wow, this one has a lot of detail. Very nice. Browse. Browse is a banger card, super powerful. It's a unique. We have 3 left of these. So the guy here, back here working his magic, is the feature on these brows, right in the contract. This one's kinda cool. the posture of his hands. Scheming something up. Scheming something filthy. Up to no good. What are those next 3 cards next 7 spells on the deck? Alright. Lord of the Void, 2 of those. Getting down to the end, we'll have Vera Palakowska, and then we'll look at some Vincent Pompetti. So we have 2 Lord of the Void. A bunch of these sold recently. So a lot of detail on those. Very nice. I'll take number 9, he says. You gotta DM me later, man. Send me a private message. First come, first serve. You claim it, it's yours. I'll ship it right out to you. All right. Doomsday Device is the last. There's 4 Doomsday Device left. And this one is really an epic card. You know, it's like it's the biggest splash damage in the game. Does 20 at the hot spot, the target spot, and then all around the realm, this crushing blow to everything. So let's take a look at Doomsday Device. These were all really cool. We did auction a few of these early on, but now they're being offered for direct sale. Very good value. And the different components of the device. There we get a look inside at the gears inside the device that bring the destruction. All right. So what did I do here? I inverted some of these. Many proofs available. The sale is good through the end of December. As I said, first come, first serve. 400 for the uniques. Shipping if you're in the US, $15. International, I think I said was 50 or something typically. I'll price it up for you. But those are available for direct sale outside of the auction system. And now, Vincent Pompetti, one of the greats. Congrats to Vincent on the great, well-deserved sale of Ruler of Soul. Ends tonight, 8 p.m. It's at $8,000. It's a $10,000 buy it now. And we're going to take a look at several. Hey, what's up, Sean? Several Vincent Pompetti artist proofs. Then I'll take a look at your comments and questions, and we'll wrap this thing up, guys. This is the last Dome of Osiris that I have. Dome of Osiris. Beautiful watercolor artwork. And there you have the feature of the dome. Vincent's work, man, I feel is underappreciated sometimes. I'm glad he had his breakthrough with the ruler. He's finally getting the respect and recognition that he deserves. Obviously, he is a huge favorite or a huge fan in Eric Olofsson because he has 25 pieces in alpha. That is not insignificant. It's very significant. Ruth of Yggdrasil. So this is one I was talking about earlier, guys. We have the people walking on the roots. It's tough to see. I'm not going to be able to get enough zoom to really be able to feature that, but this is a great concept. And I love this colorful work. It always really pops. Very nice design. And this is a really cool one where you see the guy zoomed in, more prominently featured. It's not going to focus, is it? There's too much going on. It's having a hard time focusing. It's coming across blurry, but that is a nice piece. The Witherwing Hero is super cool. I love his version of this and his take on the artist proofs here. It's really old school looking. This one's really awesome. 6 out of 25 here. All right. And there might be 1 or 2 left. I got a framed up set there. Those are also available. I posted those in the Discord and the Facebook groups. You guys can see those. All right. We have 3 left of Imperial Road. So let's take a look at that. It's a beautiful artwork. See in the back here, it's inspired by the aqueducts. It's going to be tough to see. You go see it on my website in full art form. You know, it's like an old Roman road. Very nice, beautiful landscape. And he focused here on these pieces on the pillar, those pillars that you saw along the road, right? So more like a detailed study of those pillars, which is like a cool throwback type of vibe. All right, abundance. We got a couple of abundance left. Featuring the woman in the scene. Kite Archer, only 2 of those. This one's been super popular. So these ones went pretty quick. And they're really cool, man. Like the Archer. There he is. He captures the essence of action and motion very well, like a scene out of a comic book, right? Like something's about to happen. Only one of the Delcian Phalanx. I wonder if I got that out of order. It's hard to believe. Those are really cool. I think I have a couple maybe framed up over there. You get a focus on the Phalanx, the Skirmishers of Mew. This is incredible artwork. Another one of my favorites from him. Each one prominently features an archer, different kind of scene. That one's really awesome. Man, that one's really cool. Wielding the bow, dodge roll. So the dodge roll, actually, he built out as a story. They each stand alone, so it's kind of cool to own just one. But if you own the same series, the whole series, it kind of told a story where this guy was like approaching and attacking the this big ogre looking beast, and then he reigns victorious in the end. Very cool comic series type concept that Vincent did. This was actually an idea from our friend Vincent in Discord. He visits Vincent Pompetti at the shows oftentimes, and he said like, "Hey, maybe you can do like a comic strip series across one of your proofs," and that's what he did for like the first handful of those. All right, so the accursed albatross, really cool seeing an albatross. I love that yellow beak and the yellow eyes to kind of blend it together. Call to War, it's called Enlist in the early days. If you were to find a sample card, it's called Enlist. But I love the epic title change to Call to War. It's a really cool scene of the warrior leaving his family, moving on to battle, and the profile of the warrior is super cool in each of these different take. Backstab, guys. Only 2 backstab left. This card is like super hot. Everyone wants a backstab because it was so hard to find an alpha. And spoiler alert, maybe you'll have a shot at this original painting. And if you're gonna have the original painting, you gotta have the artist proof. And good luck finding an alpha too. But these are a great action shot of that guy. Overpower. Overpower is another awesome display of watercolor art and action scenes. Vincent is a Frazetta fan, draws some inspiration from him. So it's an honor for him to do. This one's really epic. Love that. To do the new ruler of fall. Great artwork on what Backstab? Yeah, Backstab super popular. I think that pen's gonna do really well. Sandworm, this majestic white horse evading the sandworm. These ones are super cool too. There's a lot of imagination going on in this scene. You see the white horse galloping under the worm, completely different vantage point. Really nicely done. This one preceded the war with the worm and a close-up profile of the warrior. Very cool. Rain of Arrows is our next one. Deal 1 damage to each above ground minion. So you just got this onslaught of arrows raining down on them. And here you have each of the warriors from that scene profiled in close detail with their shields with symbols. Really cool. Critical Strike, another one of his epic pieces. These action battle scenes are really masterful. The watercolor backgrounds are incredible. The color on the uniforms of the soldiers, the crushing blow, the spray of the blood. Man, nothing left to the imagination. Every detail thought through and done, executed masterfully. Really cool. Again, profile of the warriors. All right, we're getting down to the last few pieces, guys. Azurage Caravan, the convoy. Show him leading the convoy, standing on the rocks, previewing the battle scene, and the last of that, the soldier in solidarity waiting for the war. Sea Serpent, another great artwork. The originals are awesome. The artist proofs are super cool. My daughter loved these ones. We were cherry picking the ones we were gonna put in that frame over there, and, she thought these were super cool. The watercolor background, the menacing sea serpent emerging from the water. And then teleport is the last one here. This was another one. Oh, you missed the story on backstab and alpha. It's just like really hard to find in foil, apparently. A lot of the guys who were going for sets had a real hard time finding the backstab. And people just love the artwork too. So it's a very nice piece. Teleport is a great one. And this was another storytelling concept. So several of these have sold. I think I got one in the frame, but you kind of see an evolution of the story where you have this background, this water or mist or whatever this is, and the guy coming through the teleport. So there's one where the hand was coming through. That might be the one on the frame. I can grab the frame in a moment too. But these are really cool, colorful designs on these pieces from Vincent. So let me slap those back in the box. And then we'll wrap this up shortly. Thanks to all 40 people that really hung in there for over 2 hours. It's pretty incredible. There's probably more watching on Facebook. I appreciate it, guys. Let me see if I can grab that. It's going to be tough getting this under the camera, but there are several more available that I showcased in this frame. And I posted this in a picture on the Facebook group, but I kind of made this to kind of showcase some of his work. Apologies for the glare, but I hand cherry picked like some of my favorites of his to display, and all these are available too. I just kind of framed that up for display as I was advertising that they're available. And I'm selling these on behalf of Vincent. Obviously, I don't own all these myself; that would cost a fortune. So a large percentage of the proceeds go to Mr. Pompetti. So you're really supporting the artist whenever you're purchasing these artist proofs or the original paintings, of course, too. And they're great collectibles. Oh, so hit me up if you're interested. Man, I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry. I got to bounce. There's the butterfly knife. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Let me review some of the comments here. Do a deal for it. 19 for the price. One person bought an entire master set of the Vincent Pompetti artist, an entire set. Incredible. And I can't remember if someone bought an Elvira Polakowska. Yeah, it's pretty pricey too. It adds up fast, but it's an amazing, amazing display because these are miniature like things. It's literally what they are. They're really cool to own, really fun, and you could, in theory, play with them if you wish to as well. So they're cool on many levels. All right, guys, I got to wrap it up. Thank you for hanging in there. It was a lot of fun. I love doing these lives. It's fun to do the giveaways. Congratulations to the winners. I will get those boxes out to you. Just hit me up with your shipping information. And yeah, appreciate all the support, your interest in seeing some of the rare collectibles and artwork features, delving into the history of this game on this channel. A lot of the artist showcase. It's a lot of fun. It's really an honor to work with the artist. I don't take that for granted. It's a really special privilege. I really respect their work, and it's an honor to have some hand in showcasing their work and helping develop value and appreciation for the amazing work they're doing for this game, which makes it very, very special and unique. You're not seeing a lot of other games doing traditional art like this. It's one of a kind. The other stuff coming out, Ed Bear Jr. Mini set, Dragon Lord mini set coming out. A lot of really awesome, exciting stuff coming up, and Arthurian Legends, I think, is going to be incredible. So thanks again, everybody. I will open up sample pack break number 6 coming soon. Hit me up if you want an artist proof. What am I missing? Maybe we'll do an alpha box break at some time, but we'll do sample pack breaks. Those are super fun. Congratulations to the winners today. It was an amazing pack. And thanks to you guys for your patience on the alpha giveaway and for participating in the Collector Arthouse Discord and the Sorcery Contest Realm Community Facebook group. Please join up. Look in the description for the link tree for all of my different social media platforms and different communities that I help facilitate and manage. And yeah, you guys, it's been a hell of a journey. It's a lot of fun hanging out with the community, engaging every day. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.